cooking.
Yay. Protein, protein, protein. Hello. Hello, everyone. Happy Health Habits, friends. It's Happy Health Habits Happy Hour, we call it now, Tom. Welcome back. We
That's
are
good.
excited to have you, and you can absolutely eat and or drink anything you want. It's legal in here. Well, yeah, anything you're drinking. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's legal to do it on film or on recording. So we're the day before Turkey Day. What day is it? The 27th?
27th,
Is it the
Mhm.
27th?
26th.
Okay,
Don't
27th. 27th. Anyway, day before Turkey Day. So I'm going to go ahead and screen share it. We are going, I know everyone is sort of today hold on, let's share this. Let's see if I can find it. Share. Not that one. No, no, no. This one. Okay, let's see. What do you guys see in there? Just my screen? Just my computer? Hmm.
Now I see.
What do you see?
I saw your desktop for a minute, but now you're back.
Okay, hold on here. What is going on? I closed that. Let's see what we're supposed to be seeing here, people. All right. All right. Sorry. Where's my Carrie when I need her? I was hoping she'd be able to come today. All right, can you see that?
Yes.
All right, so raise your hand if you've had a little stress because yeah, right? If you had a little stress this week because holidays always throw off the calendar, the schedule, the eating routine. So let's just do a few deep breaths in. Let it all the way out. Shake it on out. Deep breath in, let it all the way out. I figure I've been holding my breath this morning. I've been noticing. Okay. We need to stop and pause. Stop, challenge, and choose, right? Stop, pause, pray, breathe, and then choose your meal, choose your bite, choose your conversation, choose your words, choose your thoughts, right? So we're going to be doing a lot of stop, challenge, choose in the next few days. If we've got family, raise your hand if you got family around. Anyone in your life that stresses you out a little bit this weekend, this week?
Mm,
No? Everybody just all loving feelings?
anything can happen with family.
Anything can happen. Be prepared for anything can happen when you're around family. This is true. And so just remember to stop and breathe before you do or say anything. Love yourself enough to be here and live a healthy lifestyle. And give yourself a high five. Everybody, high five to each other today. Yay for being here. Remember, do the high five in the mirror. Look yourself in the eye and be your best cheerleader, your own best advocate. That really makes a difference. It's strange, but look yourself in the left pupil. Give yourself a high five and say, "You got this," right? You could include God in that too. We got this, right? Something like that. I like to do that myself, but Tom, you didn't see this before, but you are now an optimist. You celebrate your small victories, you mark many milestones, you crush daily goals. You're going to be a mentor of mastery, as many of us are becoming mentors of mastery. And now we're heroes of habits. So you're my tribe. Thank you very much. Give yourselves a nice big hug for being a part of my tribe and our tribe. And Margot sends her love, and everyone who couldn't come sends their love. So really, when they're not here in body, they're here in spirit with us and cheering us on. We're in process of becoming more whole. Okay, there is hope for wholeness, and if I can do it, so can anyone. Because I have come from this side of the fence on the left, habits of disease and sickness, and all kinds of a mess. Messy, messy kitchen. And all the macro habits got to go in the jar to fully integrate into a round circle. Remember that, Tom? And we're gonna start with self-care. What place in self-care do we need to start with this week? Anybody got a focus for self-care around family and changing schedules and making different foods for people? Anybody got something they're working on? Let's see, self-acceptance, mental health, boundaries, self-care, making time to meet your needs, changing the way you talk to yourself and your voice, learning your likes and dislikes, focusing on stress management. Okay. So pick a piece of that pie to have along with, if you're choosing pumpkin pie or apple pie. I think for me, probably boundaries. I have my mother-in-law in my house for the first time in ever because she's never not lived in Arizona. So it's a new thing. And so that's going to be what I'm working on. So anybody else have one they want to work on that they need to do this next couple days? Just what do you need to do to meet your own needs? Do you need to talk to yourself better? Anybody?
Yeah, I'm gonna work on mental health.
Mental
Just,
health.
yeah, feeling pretty stressed and overwhelmed the last couple weeks. Just busy schedules, stuff going on around me. Yeah, so I need
So
to try to calm myself.
stress management and learning healthy coping skills. So
Uh,
what can we do? Just quick, like just a quick tip that might be applicable for you. What are you trying to accomplish, or what do you think might help you the most?
Well, I think the breathing this morning has already helped. I've just been breathing shallowly and quickly, and yeah, you know how your body
Yeah,
behaves in stress.
yeah,
So I just need to calm myself and breathe deeply and tell myself a minute at a time, 5 minutes
yeah.
at a time, 10 minutes at a time.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
5 breaths, guys. 1 breath per finger, just in and all the way out, all the way in, all the way out. 1 breath per finger, and you notice a difference, right, Deb?
yeah.
It's weird, isn't it? Like everybody breathe. And Sharon, I know you're practicing box breathing more often. Is that your stress management tool now?
Yeah.
Breathe in, hold it, breathe out, hold it. Yeah, that's awesome. I got a shout out to Deb if she's no Julie if she's watching this recording. Julie used it in a doctor's office. I think I may have shared that last week while she was sitting there stressed out at the doctor's. She started box breathing, in one and hold and down, and she was closing her eyes and she was looking up and doing the box in her head in her doctor office. I was so proud of her. All right, so everyone can learn from that. And boundaries boundaries are always essential for good mental health too. You know, saying letting your yes mean yes and your no mean no. If you really don't want to go, don't go. If you really don't want to eat the thing, don't eat it. Have have some boundaries, all right? Develop some personal boundaries and just say no. No is no, no is a complete sentence, right, Tom?
I
Mhm.
was just gonna
Yeah.
say, determine what matters most.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
All the busyness, what matters most.
Yeah, what matters most. What do you see there, Sharon or Tom, or let's see who else we got on that you guys want to work on for self-care this weekend? Roxy, Marisol, Tabitha. Anybody got one they want to work on during the next
I'm gonna like to work on controlling my emotions.
your
Seems like
emotion?
I get emotionally
Yes.
upset.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Yeah. So when you get emotional, just stop, look at your hand and say, 5 breaths. 5 breaths. Okay.
mhm,
Deep in and
yeah,
out. And that will help you to calm down. Yeah.
okay.
Right. Stop. What is the emotion about? Okay. Is it mad, sad, bad, guilt, anger, obsession, stress? What is it? And then just face it head on. Remember, emotions, Dr. A will say, December 5th, put that on your calendar. Emotions are not you. No, next Tuesday, whenever next Tuesday is, he's on Conscious Leader Forum next Tuesday,
Mm.
whatever that date is. So just separate yourself from those emotions because they aren't you, they don't define you, and yeah, and so just breathe through that. Marisol, Roxy, anybody else want to share? Sharon, anyone else want to share anything about what macro habit or self-love skill they might be working on this week?
Well, I was just seeing self-acceptance and just not that you have to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be perfect.
Yep, self-acceptance. Perfection is not a thing because we are human. So progress is a thing, right? Yeah, progress is a thing. And you guys have a coach. This is an interesting thought. You guys have a coach. You have me, and I'll be on. I know I'm pushy, right? But somebody, here's the thing. Someone says, I don't, I don't want any coaching because she made me uncomfortable. Well, if an Olympian had a coach who coddled them instead of coached them, would they be at the Olympics? No.
Mm,
When you're feeling uncomfortable with coaching, right, or with feedback or whatever, it just know that you're growing because it's really, does that make sense?
yeah.
You're growing. Anytime you push your comfort zone and you're uncomfortable, it's a good thing because you need to get uncomfortable to do something different in order to make it to the top of the mountain or the Olympics or whatnot. So just a little point that came up today in one of my calls and conversations. By the way, Mary says hello. She is large and in charge. She is down in her window. She's not ready to transition yet, but she's in her window. So she says hello today and she misses you all. So let's talk about, I don't really have any other earth-shaking slides here to share, so I'm just gonna, just getting started. Keep breathing and keep just hugging yourself. That self-hug is really important. Let's talk about what we're gonna do. Monday was about being thankful. What do we get out of Monday? What are the health benefits of being thankful and grateful? Anybody got one that they remember? By the way, welcome to the bus, back to the bus, Tom. We saved you a seat. We saved you a seat on our bus. Anyone got a, I love them listing the health benefits. Did anybody hear that?
I did, but I didn't realize it was 6 before I realized that, oh, we're doing like 1 through 7. So,
You didn't take notes.
well,
Anybody, off the top of your head, blood pressure, right?
yep, sleep,
Sleep, mental health, stress.
um, I said actually reduces risk of dementia, focus, clarity, meaning in life,
Yep.
mindful eating.
Yep. Yeah, mindful eating. Yep. So this 2-week cycle, I had challenged everyone to write down 3 gratefuls for the day. And I don't know if anyone else, I'm in the practice of doing that regularly, but has anyone tried doing that? Writing down what you're grateful for? Yeah, Sharon has. I know Margot does religiously. How about you, Deb?
No,
No.
sorry.
You think about it? You don't write it, you just don't write it?
I don't think I've thought about it the last 2 weeks.
Oh.
I need to work on that. I'm taking notes.
Yeah, what are we, 3 gratefuls for the day, and that apparently there's all kinds of health benefits, according to Nancy Strauss, whom I love, by the way. She's great. Just the act of thinking about, and here's one thing that I always remember that I've heard and learned since I've been involved in this organization, this community, is that gratitude and stress cannot live in the same space.
Hmm.
They can't be in the same space at the same time. Isn't that interesting? Gratitude and stress cannot occupy the same space. I love that. So when we feel stressed, Deb, and we're overwhelmed and we have too much to do and we have too much on our list and blah, 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 and we have to do it all perfectly. Are you that kind of person too?
Afraid so. Well, or at least give it a good try.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna try to do it all perfectly. Oh yeah, when we go there, we can go, okay, but stop. What really is this important? Like Sharon, like you said, is this really important? Does this really matter? Does this really need to be perfect? Do I really need to be stressed? Truly, do I have anything to worry about? No. And then look at all the things I'm grateful for. I actually did that to myself this morning. What a great husband do I have? Well, because I was feeling the stress too, like, oh, mother-in-law is coming. Oh, and I gotta have and I don't have the bed out, I don't have the thing out, and da da da. And so I was like, but we get to have her in her space. And I have this great husband who went to the grocery store. And I went through but I'm so grateful for, right? And it works. It just works. I was feeling better within 2 minutes. So try it out. What else did we get? So we got that. And then what else about the Monday night that we talked about? The what strategies for being, for different ways we can go about choosing our meals, right? What else did you guys get? Oh,
I have to tell you, I haven't listened to it
you
yet.
haven't listened to it. Okay. What can we choose on a day where we have all kinds of things in front of us that maybe isn't the best thing for us? What are our choices? We can either choose to stay exactly on our plan and plan ahead and be aware of the situation that we're going into, plan ahead, bring our feelings, make sure we know what's being served, or we can B, have an off meal, or we can C, have an off day, or we can D, just throw out the baby with the bathwater for the entire month of December because now I'm just, we could have that attitude. Well, so those are our choices. What do you think you're going to do, Tom? What are you going to do? What choice? A, B, C, or D?
Well, I like to plan ahead and then work my plan.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Work the plan. So do the plan. And anyone else, what's your plan of attack for you? Anybody have a plan for what they're bringing, doing, not doing, boundaries they're planning to set? Who's working a plan right now? Do you want to share your plan, Tom? What is your plan? Do you want to share?
Well, I just talking about gratitude. I think of gratitude as having all my limbs available, and then I always think of going into the hospital and seeing people suffering in their beds and without and without any arms or legs or anything that can move around. That they just are stable in a wheelchair. I just think that would be the worst kind of life to have. So I just kind of think that I'm not in that position.
Right? Oh, so true, true facts, Tom. I was at a hospital, I was at a doctor visit, and I saw 6 people lined up waiting for their ride, because they were amputated. They were amputees, probably diabetic amputations. 6 of them waiting for their pickup. And I wanted to bawl. I'm with you on that. We got to keep all our body parts, don't we?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a great motive. That's great motivation. That's great motivation. Are you going to be around family this week? Are you going to plan? What are you planning to do or to eat or not eat? Do you have that kind of plan?
Yeah, I'm gonna be out with my sisters, and she's having all of our family over, and I'm just not gonna eat any delicious pumpkin pie or anything, any sweets. I'm just gonna go for the turkey and the potatoes and vegetables.
Good, good. Yeah, because you still struggle with the sugar, being able to control the sugar, right?
Yes, yes, very much so. Yeah.
The sugar addiction. Yeah.
So it seems like if I eat sugar, I just want more sugar. So I just have
Yeah.
to stay away from it.
Yep, we know that. Raise your hand if you know that. Sugar begets sugar, right? We all are here. This is a Sugar Anonymous group. My name is Amy. My name is Deb. I'm a sugaraholic. I was. We used to have a problem, and as Kate would say, we are not that, but we used to have a problem. We used to use sugar wrong, incorrectly, or so that we don't own it, but that we used to do it that way, and we are in the process of not doing it that way anymore, right? That makes this better. It's gentler, isn't it? It's much more. It's better. I like it. Yeah, but we all have the same. We all have the same issue. What have been your biggest challenges since you've been away or out of pocket and out of communication? What's been your challenge staying in communication, staying in touch, Tom? Now that you're back in action.
Yeah, well, I was working a lot and now I'm just not gonna work and just gonna spend more time on getting my health back to where
Oh,
it
okay.
should be.
So too much work.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know about you, but I would be selling a Dairy Queen like a hot minute because I wouldn't want to be anywhere
Oh,
near a Dairy Queen, but that's just me.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm in the process of selling.
Oh, can you guys imagine working at a Dairy Queen? I mean,
Yeah,
it'd be like working at a bakery.
yeah, yeah. Everything's calories and sugar.
Oh, Tom,
Only thing difference between a bakery and a quick or ice cream shop is the ice cream doesn't smell quite as good as the bakery.
yep,
Yeah,
that's true.
that's right.
There's no question about it.
I mean,
Tom, I think we all support you into getting out of this business.
yes.
Oh, thank you, thank you. That's encouraging.
Yeah.
Appreciate
It's
that.
time. It's time. You give yourself a break and retire from that. That'd be awesome. So you're winning today by just being here. Don't you feel like you're winning? Just starting fresh. Whew, it's a good
Yeah,
win.
I'm starting fresh and getting on the program and being with a group of people that are fun to listen to and upgrading too. Yeah, so I'm glad I'm back here.
Good. Good. We're glad you're here too. We really are. We really are. We're grateful. I'm personally grateful. Sharon, do you want to share your holiday plan in terms of people, places, and things? Do you have a plan? What plan are you working?
Well, after, let's see, 2 weekends ago, we celebrated a six-year-old birthday. And after the cake and ice cream, I mean, the meal and the cake and ice cream, there were two people on the couch going, I ate too much. They were sleeping. They couldn't quit. They were just dozing. They couldn't stay awake. I'm just like, okay, so my plan is to have my family come and not be sleeping on the couch,
good plan.
spending time on the couch, but I mean, whether we can be outside or whatever, but I've got a plan for the substituting the mashed cauliflower for potatoes. And there was some gravy you can make, or butter that they can use, a different green bean casserole, and the pumpkin pie, the crustless pumpkin pie. And I saw a mushroom recipe. So I'm trying on this weekend of trying recipes on people.
Ah,
So I said, they might not be back for Christmas. I don't know. But
Sharon has the kitchen. She's got the show because she's got the kitchen. So
I've
hey,
got the kitchen. So yeah, I just want to try some new things, and I've already tried them out on my husband. So, and that was fine. And so I'm going for the big group.
that is
So-
rocking. I am so excited to see how it goes.
Like I
love
said,
it.
they might not be back for Christmas.
Yeah, it's like we go to grandma's house and we get healthy Thanksgiving.
But so they're gonna, I mean, we don't do it till the weekend, so they're gonna be at other places, Their one son is eating, they're going to a restaurant or something, another one is going to a big family gathering, and I'm like, okay, well, you've already had green bean casserole, the way the typical green bean casserole, and you've already had this, so.
Yeah, so you
I'm
don't
making-
need you don't need it that way for much.
So I'm not repeating, I'm
Yeah.
using that kind of I'm not repeating what you've already
done. Mhm.
already
Awesome.
had, so
Well,
trying
it's-
some new things.
You're gonna come and report how they liked it, because they're gonna welcome to my healthy holiday, meal, and I look forward to seeing any feedback that we can give to, because it's really scary for people to try to not do something everyone likes, like they're gonna shoot them in the head or something. I mean, who is anyone gonna die if they don't have their own,
Well, what I look at is I'm like, well, they probably won't be eating as much.
right?
They
So
might
what's your,
not,
let me guess, you probably have an activity plan too, because you don't want anyone sleeping on the couch at your house.
well, I'm thinking of a scavenger hunt or something outside, so weather
Yes.
Good
permitting,
idea.
weather
Yeah.
permitting, so we'll see,
Yes. Yes, 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 yes,
we'll
yes.
see.
I love it. Do you know you can Google neighborhood scavenger hunt and it'll come up with a list of things. You could just print off a list and go around your neighborhood. A neighborhood scavenger hunt. It's a blast. I did it with one of the Optavia groups one time. It was really, really fun. So try that. Sharon, I love you. That's awesome. We should all do the scavenger hunt.
Like I said, they might not be back for Christmas,
That might be not all
but I
bad.
have a plan for Christmas too, so there's so many good, healthy, or fun soup recipes out there that they've shared that, I mean, they're just great.
They're
you know?
amazing.
I,
Amazing.
so,
Yeah. I mean, did you see any recipes on that one, the guide that I sent out, you guys, now that we're talking about recipes? The guide was, I think it's a very good, the cauliflower stuffing. I love that. The
Hmm.
twist on green bean almondine. Did anyone see that recipe book?
I guess I,
going from,
I put it in, well, it's on your email, and I actually put it in the chat group a while back, but I can copy it here. If you want to.
I have it. I just haven't opened it.
Oh, okay.
The
Okay.
document. So.
Tom, I just sent it to you today too. I think I can send you, but I love the idea of, yeah, I love that recipe book. And then they did an Instapot, like where they put the turkey, mushrooms, and cauliflower in the same pot. I don't have an Instapot. Oh,
I don't either.
yeah, I don't know what that's all about. I particularly want to try the the kabocha squash pumpkin pie instead of the baked kabocha instead of the pumpkin. I know, I love pumpkin. I'm a huge pumpkin fan. Pumpkin puree, right? Or pumpkin anything, even. But I want to try that squash. I love that squash. That kabocha squash is a really great, tasty squash. So I was kind of personally excited about that recipe. So
I
maybe.
do remember that. I thought it looked good.
Yeah, yeah. And then little maple extract, and I don't know if you guys, yeah, maple extract. I would probably put pumpkin pie stevia in it myself. I would probably sweeten it with pumpkin pie stevia. That you can get drops that are pumpkin spice stevia. That would be what I would put in that recipe just to doctor it up. So. And I love the revolution rolls. Those were awesome. The just egg whites that you whip up and make light little rolls out of them. I thought that was with a little cream cheese. That looks awesome too. And who's tried jicama? I know Roxy has. She saw they went over the jicama on Monday, that recipe jicama. Have you guys ever had jicama?
Mm-mm.
No, Tom? Oh, and they said it right. Have you, Roxy? Have you, Marisol? Jicama?
Hello.
Hi, Roxy. Tell me about your jicama experience. I know you use it a lot in the Latino culture.
Yeah, we grew up eating jicama with lemon and chili, just fresh. The truth is, I never tried like kind of tortilla because it's a little sweet.
Yeah.
So, and our regular tortillas are like not sweet at all, salty. I can not say salty, but it's
So
like,
you grind it up and make tortillas out of it?
no. I said we never do that in
Oh,
Spanish.
okay.
So this is new, but I don't think I like them because they're sweet. The jicama is sweet.
Yeah.
And I imagine tortillas on a different flavor.
I see.
I want to do it, but as a dessert or with cinnamon, that sounds tasty for me.
Yes, I love that recipe. I'm so gonna try that one.
Yeah,
Baked cinnamon apple jicama instead of apples, because if you're on 5-in-1, you're supposed to not have apples, right? So jicama is a root vegetable, and it's a higher glycemic vegetable, but it is still a root vegetable. And like pumpkin is a squash, so pumpkin is, technically legal. It's just all the sugar that we pour in it that doesn't work. Pumpkin itself is really good for you and high in fiber and really great nutrient value, and it's low glycemic. We just have to not put the crap in it. But yeah, Roxy used to eat it raw. So you'd cut it up. It's a root vegetable. So when you cut it up, it's like a stick. You can make it a stick, like a carrot stick. And in your culture, you eat it with chili and salt,
yeah, and lemon. Yeah,
lemon.
we just take slices. We'll peel it first and take slices and like round things.
Yeah.
And we just put it as kids, and just like a snack.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite ways to eat jicama. Absolutely my favorite. It's just fresh. It's like they said on Monday, it's a marriage between, it's if a potato had a baby with an apple.
Kind of, yes.
And that's what it kind of tastes like. It's a weird taste, but I love it. And you know what else I love is beets. Raw beets. If you get a big beet, a real beet, cut it up like a carrot, chop it up like a carrot. I love, it's wonderful. It's sweet. It doesn't need anything. But I would like it with I would like it with chili and with lemon, or even chili and salt, like you're saying, like as a little dip or sprinkle on it. I would eat it that way all day long. So
Just raw. I never tried raw.
yeah.
I love it.
So yeah, raw, just let's get, I always encourage people, expand your vegetable, don't, Sharon's expanded a lot, but expand your vegetable palette, right? Like, try different things. Parsnips are just like carrots, but parsnips are just like carrots, but they're just a little different taste. Have you guys ever had parsnips? It looks like a carrot, only it looks like a white carrot. And here's another, you can just cut it up like a carrot, or you can roast it like a carrot. Here's another fun vegetable to try as a kind of a healthy hack is parsnips can be mashed like cauliflower, and turnips can be mashed. If you bake parsnips and turnips and you mash them, oh, it's fantastic. Love it. I could eat it all. It's so good. So that's a low glycemic vegetable, instead of potatoes, which are, non-nutrient dense and really high glycemic. So, yeah, there's a really good lot of stuff out there. I love that they included in that recipe book the fun things for kids, like fun ways to eat vegetables, and little creative ways to get kids excited about eating vegetables. So you have to go open it up, because there's a lot of great tips in there that I found to be really helpful. Anyone else have do you guys have a fueling hack? If you're on 5-in-1, do you have a fueling hack or another recipe that you'd like? What's a good fueling hack that's good that you guys really like? Anybody? Marisol, have you tried fueling hacks yet? Can you talk today, or are you with mom and out of pocket? We'd love to hear you share. Do you have a win of the week, or if she's able, she might not be able. So Roxy, tell me what maybe a win of the week for you might be, or a challenge this week.
We know the week is since we finished our challenge that I have to keep going because I still not how can I say don't reach my goal. But I was like, okay, we're done. So it was really hard. Like it's like, okay, I have to keep going because I want a little bit more. And I don't feel like the pressure at all. I don't know why. It's mental, I know. But I guess I'm still working on it. And so in the challenge, I challenged myself to add more water. Like I always try 64 ounces, and I think it's too much for me. But then I added for another 16. So I said, okay, I go 80. So it's hard some days because it's very cold. But I put the, you know, the flavor from Octavia, I forgot.
Yep. Yeah, the flavoring thing. Yes.
Yeah, so if I don't have an infuser, the truth is I don't drink the whole water.
Ah,
Or I just have to first in the morning drink my 8 ounces or just a cup of glass water, and then on the rest I put the infuser. That way, I drink the water, but it's really hard for me. But I'm doing it.
I did not realize water was that hard for you, Roxy.
Oh yeah, it's always been so hard for me, especially in the cold weather. I don't feel like I want to really drink water, any water, even if I'm sweating. I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great thing. So you got over the challenge by making sure you have the infuser in the water, right? And don't forget, we can infuse. We can soak water with herbs. We can soak it with that, fruits in there too, just to give it a little flavor. That's another idea for you too. So it sounds like that's your next shift. You're shifting and focusing on that. We're never not in a challenge. We always want to have what's next, right? So for you now, what's next is focusing on the water. How about the gratefuls? Are you good at doing 3 gratefuls a day?
Yes, that I mean really changed my license. I think last year when we talked about it, in the same month, I think last year we made a challenge of gratitude. I
Yes.
remember, and so that helps me a lot when I go through difficult times.
Mhm.
I always think like, nah, I'm not so bad, and see, I have food, I have a car.
Yeah.
Fine, and I always thank myself for pay attention to my health, because I see when I speak with many people, they just want to be skinny, but they don't really see, I mean, like all the benefits. And
Yeah.
sometimes they see me and they said, oh, they think I'm special, and I said, I'm not special. I just really am concerned about my health. I like how I feel.
Yeah.
Uh,
You really care about your health, and you're committed to that.
yes, so I'm really grateful for having that feeling, because I mean, otherwise I would just say, oh, okay, that's okay. Our culture is like skinny is not healthy. I don't know why.
They think skinny is not healthy, right?
Yes, so they told me, oh, you're getting sick, and I said like, I don't think so. I feel much better than ever. But they told me like, oh, you look so good as I used to, and I was like, I don't know. I mean, I'm thankful for that, and I'm thankful. I told my mom the other day, because in Mexico I should be kind of tall girl, but I said, you know what? And I was always like kind of not happy at all, because most of the people they're not like, I mean, like I'm not really tall, but the regular people are little shorter, or at least myself, the men. So I thank my mom. I said, thank you, because you make me tall over here. I mean, I'm not tall, but I'm not very short. So I really appreciate that now. And I never saw it like something good for me. And suddenly it came up when a lady told me, I don't know, it's another word. We're never happy. If you're short, you want to be tall, or the other side. But I always have like, well, when I came to this country, I thought like I'm not very tall. I mean, I use regular.
Yeah.
I'm tall, and I mean, when I'm standing next to you, I'm very short. So,
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
so I used
You know, I think we have that in this culture too. If you're too skinny, they think you're sick too. Sharon, have you ever gotten that? Or Deb, did people ask if you're unwell because you're losing weight?
I did have somebody ask me that a while
Uh-huh.
ago. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
An,
Have
o-
you
an
had-
older, an older woman in her 80s. Are you okay?
are
I'm
you-
like, I feel the best I've ever felt.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's really, it's global because they're not used to seeing people so with a normal BMI. They don't know what it looks like to be and feel healthy. They have forgotten that if you go back and watch James Bond in the 60s and 70s, that everybody had a waist like this big. You know what I mean? If you go back and watch some of those old movies, look at all the women, they have these little teeny waists,
like,
Oh.
right? And the guys too. I mean, these people are lean and mean, and granted they're movie stars, but most of the culture was like that, right? Remember that graphic I showed last week about how the country has gone from 10%, 0 to 10% obese to now 50, 60, 70%. People just have this warped idea of what healthy is now. They don't remember, right?
Amy, with Roxy talking about water and using infusers, on the 5-in-1, so if something has a 0 calorie, what does that? It means it could still have a sweetener of some sort.
Yeah.
That, I mean, could that throw off the 5-in-1 or?
Well, technically the 5-in-1 will still work with any kind of 0 calorie sweetener. However, I always recommend my clients shift from the the aspartame. Most commercial sweeteners are neurotransmitter interrupters, and they have aspartame, sucralose, or anything ending in ose, fructose, sucralose, aspartame, now NutraSweet. Those things are all neurotransmitter interrupters, and they clog up the brain, they clog up the synapses, and they cause the brain to think that there's a high amount of sugar going on, and it tricks the dopamine triggers in the brain. So it actually stimulates cortisol. It actually keeps people addicted to sugar. Now, the difference with what you're doing with the inflavors is it's a sugar alcohol, Roxy. So it burns low and slow. So it goes along with our eating plan. The low, slow, and our fuelings have sugar alcohols in them. They're low, slow burners, and they're low glycemic index. So they just do this to your insulin. Okay, but when you use the even if it's 0 calorie, it does that to your insulin, and then it does that. It crashes it. So it does the same thing as refined sugar. It puts you on that crash, and that stimulates you wanting more sugar. So I like people to wean out of those items, and if they have to have flavor in their water, switch over to the flavor sticks from that Roxy's using. Ideally, moving out of needing it altogether is a good idea. But in the meantime, you still got to drink your water. So, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, keep going on that. Anyone else need a little challenge after the challenge? I did color my turkey. I still have it here. I didn't post it, but I did color my turkey.
Nice turkey.
Hi, Amy.
What's that? Oh,
Hi, Amy. It's Marisol. Yeah, my niece said I had to go run inside a store real quick, and my niece said that you were asking
I
for
was.
me. So
I
sorry.
didn't know if you were off. You were off mute. If you wanted to tell your win,
Oh, I was. Yeah, I'm running errands, so that's why I was just listening. But I ran inside real quick, and
that's okay. Do you
my
want to
win?
share your win? 2 months she's been doing just on 5-in-1, like religiously doing all the workbooks, doing all the videos, and tell them your success so far, Marisol.
Well, so far, I have lost weight, which I'm really excited about. But more importantly, my win for this week was going to the doctor, my cardiologist, giving me the green light to exercise, and that, you know, my weight loss, he's seen a great improvement in my heart and, excuse me, and told me that if I continue with my nutrition, continue to get my weight in check, that I would be good for the next 40, 50 years and I wouldn't need any surgical intervention. So I'm very excited that
That's great.
I'm making progress, but most importantly, my mindset, because that's where I was holding myself back. And so that was my huge win for this week. And I put on top of that, even though that was the best news, that my clothes that didn't fit. I just decided to try them on that this summer were like super tight. And so didn't wear them because I felt like a stuffed sausage. But I put them on and they fit and they were a little loose. So I've been so excited about that. But my doctor visit was the win for this week.
I
Right.
am so excited for you. Can you even imagine, you guys? He said she didn't need surgery.
Yeah.
Wow. Cardiologist. Unbelievable. In 2 months.
That's awesome, Mary.
Makes me
Thank
just
you.
Amazing.
Great.
truly,
Wow.
truly.
Yeah, so you were saying, Amy, earlier about being pushy. You know, some of us need that because if we could do it alone, we would have done it a long time ago.
Yeah.
And sometimes we need that extra, you know, help to get us over that hump that's been holding us back for so long.
Mm-hmm. If we could have done it, we would have done it by ourselves, and that's
Exactly.
why we need a little push. Yeah, a little. I wouldn't say push, but a little pull, right? We need a little pull. Come on, you got this. Let's go up the mountain. Let's get a little uncomfortable. Oh, I know your muscles are gonna hurt. Oh, you know you're gonna be sore tomorrow. You might skin your knee, but let's do it, right? Oh, Marisol, she was so skeptical. Oh man, was she skeptical? Because you had been stuck for how long?
For over a decade.
Oh.
That no longer than that. Yeah, that I've tried every diet known, and I had told Amy that I knew what to eat. I just didn't know how exactly to fuel my body with it because that was never shown to me. I've seen every nutritionist, and they couldn't help me. They couldn't explain how to get your metabolism going and get it working. So I was very skeptical.
Mhm.
And so I thought about it for a little while, and then I thought, you know what? Why not? Let me try this. I've tried everything else. Why not? But
And
I'm glad I did because
And you'd been on the weight loss meds too, right?
yes, Ozempic, and because I am diabetic and I have the heart issues and stuff, I've been on Ozempic for probably almost a couple of years now and didn't lose anything with that. Just got all the side effects. Fun time.
Yeah, not.
Not exactly.
I'm so sad we're not live on Facebook right now, Marisol. I'm seriously,
Oh.
is this blowing you guys away? I mean, really. And so did they take you off the Ozempic?
They lowered it. They don't want to because they're doctors and they think that miraculously that's what's going to make me drop weight. But
Yeah.
that has done nothing but make me nauseous and throw up.
Wow.
And I still didn't lose weight. So, yeah. So
Wow.
I'm on a low dose, but I'm seeing my doctor soon and I'm going to tell him I want off because it's not doing anything for me.
Yes, yes, and yes. You go, girl. Ooh, woo-hoo! I love it. I love it. So tell them what you've mastered. You've mastered with your family. So this has been really something in 2 months. A Latin family, a Latina culture family, a very pushy family, right? Not pulling you up, but pushing you, right? Food pushers, right?
Well, yes.
What have
My
you learned
mom
to
is
tell them?
that I don't eat that, and you know, that they have to respect, my mother especially has to respect my choices, because she's the kind that says, oh, just eat one flour tortilla, it's not going to hurt you. And just eat, you need to eat this, you need to eat that. And so to just learn to tell her no and to mean it, because her flour tortillas are the best ever. And
So
thankfully, my niece, she was quickly on the bandwagon, and she defends me, and she says, no, just leave her alone. Let her. In fact, my niece is here listening as well to this, and she's my little cheerleader. But yes, I've had to with my mom and with friends tell them no.
And you say, I
Yes.
don't, you say, I can eat it. Yes, I can eat it, but I don't.
Right. I don't. I choose
I
not
can?
to, and because it will literally hurt me.
Yeah.
Even once. So,
Yeah.
you
I
know,
can't is not in your vocabulary anymore. In
No,
2 months,
I
guys, 2
don't.
months.
Yes,
Tell
that's
them-
why I said in my mindset, that's where I've been self-sabotaging, because
Yeah.
it was, and I thought too that I wouldn't be able to do this, because I haven't been able to, and I've tried everything for so many years. And so just self-sabotage, and that's what I've been learning is, and also the imperfect progress is not to be all or nothing, and not to expect perfection, but keep learning and making these small changes, and that's going to help me get to my finish line, to my goal.
See, she just said it, Deb, progress, not perfection. And I love it. And in 2 months, you guys, she has just eaten this up. I'm just so excited. And the other thing she said the other day, which I'm gonna coin and remember, and I'm writing it down. Everyone write this down. I gotta remember this. You said something about you don't feel deprived. You feel it's not deprivation, it's
Liberation. I felt liberated now that I am learning how to eat correctly, actually fuel my body, is giving me the liberation that I've always needed and wanted to be able to be my best healthy self.
yes. It's not deprivation, it's liberation. So Tom, when you say no to all those goody sugary things, you're liberating yourself,
Yeah, yep, it's a
right?
good phrase, yeah.
Is that a great way to twist that? I love it. It's
Uh-huh.
liberating. I'm liberated. I'm free. Right, Deb? That's a
Yeah.
good thing for you to remember too.
Yeah.
I am liberated from the shackles of this sugar. Oh, that's another good one. I love that. I love to liberate. Oh, shackles of sugar. Love that. This is fantastic. Liberation versus deprivation. So everyone, and also another thing I've learned in the last 6 years, focus on, this is another jotter downer, focus on the food, focus on the fellowship, the family, the fun, not the food. Right? Sit around the table, any event, any party, any gathering, and be like, I am so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful for this. And if you go around the table and just be present and looking at each person and being present with them and being grateful about something, you're not going to be worried about what's on the table or what's being served, right? Maybe start some meaningful conversations by telling someone that you're grateful for them. How about that? Or telling them what you're grateful for about them. How cool would that be? Right? You think you can do that, Tom?
I'll try, yeah. I'll be thinking about it, yeah.
It's a stretch. Marisol, what else? What else? Any other tips that you have? Nope, she's off now. Wow.
What was that? Sorry, I had handed the phone over because
It's
I'm
okay.
driving.
Any other tips that you have, or any other? What's your next goal? What's your next summit? I took over, kind of. What's your next?
Oh, my next goal?
Yeah.
Right now I'm on the high, but my next goal is just to see December through and challenge myself like this month with a 10-pound turkey challenge. Continue that on for December, I do have quite a bit of weight to lose.
Yes.
So I'm just looking toward the future and knowing that I can do it. And the weight that I lose is just that much closer to me being able to be free and be able to be active and enjoy my life.
Yeah. Yeah. How much more do you have to go, Roxy or Deb or Tom? What would you, we can do our own little continued turkey challenge. Okay, Roxy, if that helps you, because you need the challenge, right? We can have our own little
Yeah,
hold
I
each other
I still
accountable.
to go 3 pounds more.
3 pounds.
Yes.
Okay, how about you, Deb? Oh, she's on mute. How about you? Tom, how about you?
I'm gonna, when I start filling up my plate, I'm just gonna have be conscious of what I'm putting on my plate.
Good, good.
And,
And we're gonna start fresh on Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Anything, Deb, you wanna challenge yourself to do? We can do another challenge by the end of the year. We want to do X. Okay, so Roxy, don't give in, don't give up. Do the transition properly. Okay, remember, you're living you're living out the coaching opportunity here that you say you've done transition, like Sharon and I, we did transition. You do the thing, and it works, right? How about you, Deb?
I'm at 6 pounds to go.
Okay.
And right now I just want to get through the holiday.
Yeah.
Have a plan, an eating plan. But I know how susceptible I am to sugar. So
So you have to be lots of stop challenge, lots of breathing going, lots of breathing,
yes,
lots of
yes,
gratitudes,
yeah.
lots of breathing. All
We
right,
are-
yes.
lots of water, right?
Fill up with the good stuff before I can get to the other stuff.
Yeah, let's do this, okay? Let's do this.
Yeah.
You guys got this before the end of the year. You got this, and we're gonna transition properly because it's all science. It all works if you work it. So you can do this. If other people have, you can do it too. You've got this, and color another turkey if you want to, Roxy.
Maybe I make a baby turkey. Yes.
Yeah, just print out another turkey. Do the turkey drop shot they had in the group. I think that, and I'm gonna repost mine. That would be good, something fun for you to do. Just something motivating. Maybe even you, Deb. Turkey drop. Take a picture with the turkey and do a turkey drop shot and just declare I am doing this. If you've never done one, it's kind of fun. It's just silly fun. But do something to make a declaration out of it. And then, like, I want to encourage you, the Black Friday deals, stupid savings, you guys. Be like Sharon and give the gift of fuelings. She is not afraid to give her grandkids packets of shakes, bars, and like, I love that, you guys, because look at what they're eating. Take a look at the nutrient density of a Doritos package and take a look at the nutrient density of your nacho cheese poppers. And there is, like, you know what I'm saying? It's night and day. Give the gift of health. Use the Black Friday, get an extra little kit, or, share a kit with somebody, but they're great things to share. I got my mom and dad here last weekend, and I was like, okay, here, you haven't tried this, you haven't tried that. Okay, here, try this, try that, because they're just eating junk from Costco, and I just can't stand it. It drives me crazy, right? So I just give the gift of fuelings. Black Friday savings, double bonus for all the referrals for you guys, $50 for you guys, and 25 off on top of Optavia's offer. So it ends up being less than probably maybe $10, $11 a day for any plan. So just keep that in mind. Don't be afraid. Be fearless. Share your favorites.
About the sweets, one thing I heard or listened to or whatever, and set the sweets in a different area,
Yes.
apart from, your turkey and I don't know. That was just one thing that I thought about too, is so that they're not going back for seconds either. Don't put them right by the table, or I'm thinking, don't put them on the table.
Yes.
because that, tend to pass them around again.
Yes.
If you put them away, they might not get back up for a second, or like I said, the pumpkin pie, I don't know, someplace else, or bring it
Yeah.
out later.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
know.
Put it somewhere in another room on another table. And I love it. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Love it. Come up with something different. It's separate. You have to go there to get. Do not put it on the table. That's a great idea, Deb. I love that idea.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So, we're after time. I didn't realize we're after time now, but I would love if anyone wants to stay on and share a little win of the week, just live for 5 minutes, like Betty did last week. Please go see what Betty did last week. She was phenomenal. But I'd love to share your wins. I'm going to share a win. I'll anonymously share about you, Marisol, if you are okay with that. I won't say your name, but I want to share your win. I think it's so huge. Deb, do you want to share, Sharon or Roxy, a little win of the week? Huh?
Yeah, sure.
Not
Yeah,
today.
you gotta go take care of your hubby, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I gotta check
How
in.
about you, Roxy?
No, later, yeah.
Later? Okay, that's fine. You know me, I can do it myself. Deb, you gotta run. I know you're busy,
Yes.
so goodbye. And
Bye.
I will talk to you all soon. Marisol, if you're game, we can stay on and you don't have to be on camera, but have a great day, everybody, and we'll
Happy
talk next
Thanksgiving.
week. All
Happy
right?
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Love you, love you, love you. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to stay on Marisol and talk just out loud, you can. Otherwise, I'll just anonymously share a couple things. I've got a lot of wins that I can share.
Okay.
You
Thank
going,
you.
Tom? Bye.
Yeah. Bye now.
Yeah. Tabitha, stay there. I'm so glad you got on today, Tabitha. This is great. All right.
I'm on.
Oh, you're on?
I'm still driving, but I'm off of mute, I should say.
Oh, you're off of mute. Oh, okay. You want to share? Do you want to share a little bit, even if you're not on camera?
What would you like me to share?
Just I'll just ask you what was your progress, where were you stuck, and what was your
Oh, okay.
what's been your progress, and what's been your pleasure, and what was your doctor result? Just like that, just what you said. All right, so we'll do this. Yeah, you just said it all. I should just have gone live on. And Tabitha, you're welcome. I know she's just listening in and she's probably at work, but we're just gonna go live. I'm just gonna say here, post happy health habits. Happy hour. All right. Soon. All right, we're gonna go. Hold on just a second, girl. Wow, wins of the week. This is great. Wow, wins of the week. All right. Here we go. I'm glad you're in. I'm glad you were able to come off mute. That's fantastic. So hello everybody in
Yes.
Facebook land. We are here post Happy Health Habits, happy hour, and we are sharing wins of the week with each other, for each other, and encouraging each other. We have wins and we have learns, and we have teachable moments, and we have structure, we have strategy, we have simplicity, we have and we have support, and we want to share. I wanted to share with you today a win, a really big win that not that I had, but a friend of mine is having, that is changing her life. And I did an article recently, which I'll share soon. I did an article about the secret ingredients or the secret sauce of creating an optimal life. Okay, creating an optimal life and optimal health. And the 6 secrets are pretty simple. The 6 S's. Okay, they are the recipe for success. 6 S's in developing and creating optimal health and life is: number 1, strategy; number 2, structure; number 3, support; number 4, simplicity; number 5, safety; number 6, sustainability. And if you mix all those ingredients together as you're getting ready for your gatherings tomorrow, just think about those are the ingredients to success for optimal health. if we want to create sickness and suffering, we will go on another diet. If we want to create health, HELTH, we will go on with a healing strategy, right? HEAL, health spells heal. So Mari, you have been on a healing journey, right? Not a diet, but a health restoring journey. So what was it like before you started the health restoring journey? And why were you stuck? What was it like? How are you feeling? And what have you learned here in this, through the structure, the strategy that we're using with the habits of health?
Well, before it was just sad, really, because I felt like I had done and tried everything there was, but there was something that was holding me back from losing weight. And it was, I felt ill. Whatever I was eating just was not setting right. I was having a lot of problems with my health because of that, which it didn't help. But it just felt like, what was the point, of
Right.
continuing to try when nothing helping?
Kind of, you were feeling desperate, like desperate and depressed, and your health,
Correct.
your doctors were terrifying. Your doctor visits were terrifying because you didn't
Oh,
know
yes,
what was going to
there's
happen.
always something else wrong with me.
Yeah.
So that
So,
was,
yeah.
it was scary.
Yeah, you were in, I remember you were in a scary place. You were scared to go back to the doctor, and you were telling me about that. And then you were faced with, I really have to make some lifestyle changes and lose weight, but you had failed at diets in the past. So, so they had you on a medication, right? And that was not working for you, right?
Not at all. They had me on a weight loss injection once a week, and it was just not helping. It was only causing me to feel nauseous and to throw up. That was all. And I still didn't lose weight, even with those horrible symptoms. So you can't even say there was anything positive about that.
So it wasn't like you were like getting the benefits of being skinny while suffering
No.
through feeling
Exactly.
sick. You didn't get the present. You didn't get the,
Not at all.
yeah, you just felt junky and didn't get the gift at the end. Okay. All right. Got it. So, but then there was no solution, no other solution, no guidance, really. It wasn't working. What happened
No,
then?
I was sent to nutritionists, and I had seen them before, and they would tell me, here, follow this. But I wasn't told why, and why should I eat that at that time, or whatever the case. And so that didn't work for me either. I didn't lose anything. In fact, I would gain weight, and I didn't understand it. So that in itself was very frustrating.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you were having, you're so depressed and were just so like defeated. You just went and ate things you knew you shouldn't, right? And then you couldn't stop and those sorts of things, right?
Yes, I would have moments where I'd say, forget it, and just tell my husband, you know what, pick me up the stuff that I know that at that moment it would make me feel better, even though right after I would feel sick.
Horrible. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I mean, literally sick. And so it just didn't help. It was like a never ending vicious cycle.
Yeah. The instant gratification didn't give you the long-term satisfaction ever, not once, right?
Not at all. And then I would be angry with myself.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we met and talked, and I was shining a light on, the science of addiction, right? And how addiction works in that whole cycle, and not, what, everybody in the country, honestly, not just you, everyone has the same story. We're all in that vicious cycle that you're describing. We all have been, or we all are, or have been, or aware of that vicious cycle where you can't get out of the hamster wheel because you're just addicted to the thing, and whether it be alcohol, drugs, or food, or sugar, it's all the same thing. So we talked about that, and then I proposed a different structure and strategy with a different mindset. So then what happened when you started shifting your focus, your mindset, your daily nutritional habits? What happened?
Well, when I started reading the Habits of Life, the book, I started to see myself in that.
Uh-oh, we lost you. Started to see yourself in the, oh no, I lost her. I hope I get her back. Oh. Well, I will tell her story for her until she comes back. But she started learning
You
how.
know,
Oh, there
you
you
know, I
are.
was. Oh, could
We
you hear
lost you
me?
for, yeah, we lost you for a
Oh,
minute. You were learning the habits of health. You were started reading and you saw yourself in the
yes.
book, and then we lost you.
Oh, sorry. Yes, and I noticed that I was self-sabotaging myself, but that it didn't have to be all or nothing, that it's these small changes that I needed to make, and how to eat every 2.5, 3 hours to fuel my body, to
Yeah,
give it what it needs, and
give it
that
gas.
was the difference. Yes. And like I had told you before, when I first started, I was very skeptical about it. But I kept reading the book. And in fact, I think I was reading it faster because I was really enjoying it. And I would talk to my husband about it and explain it to him and said, this is me. This is what I've been doing. I've been sabotaging myself. And for all these reasons that I didn't even know, but to change my mind and then change I can't, not to be saying I can't eat this or I can't eat that, but I choose not to do it. I don't do it.
I don't instead of I can't. I just don't, because I know that I'm going to feel as sick as I did. I'm sicker. I'm just going to feel terrible.
Exactly. I'm going to feel terrible and it's not benefiting me, but to know that, and then to also recognize that it's an imperfect progress, not
Yes.
to beat myself up because I'm not perfect at something, but that I can make these changes imperfectly, being me, and still see progress. And that's what I've
Yes.
been doing. I've been changing my mindset, and to see myself in the future as somebody who can be what I was when I was younger and healthy, and I can go out, I can travel, I can, because I was housebound for a long time and I couldn't do anything. But to see that I can be energetic and actually participate in life instead of watching it pass me by has really been an incredible thing for me to discover.
Wow, I didn't remember you were housebound.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so here's we were talking about this week. You're feeling, in just 2 months since we started working together, liberated instead of liberation versus deprivation, right?
Exactly.
This being able to get out and participate in life and do things that you're feeling liberated now.
Yes, because I don't feel like I'm not able to eat this or I'm not able to eat that, because I do get the feelings and they offer a variety that it's not in your mindset that, oh, I can't have that cake. Well, guess what? There's a brownie mix in here I can eat that has the protein I need, that needs the energy to give me. So I don't feel like I'm being deprived of anything. In fact,
Right.
that's why I feel liberated, because I can eat regularly. Who knew 6 times a day? I'd eat once, maybe twice before. And I didn't know that was causing me so many problems, and I
Who knew
wasn't
you could
fueling
eat?
my body.
Yeah, who knew your 1 or 2 times a day could turn into 6, and you could actually see that,
Exactly.
see that extra baggage melt away. Oh, and your metabolism, right, got going. Now you're feeling more energy, more, right? How are you feeling now? Physically? Oh, we lost you
Not
again.
worthy of doing or being, that changing that type of mindset, that you are worth doing, all of these. You can put yourself first. You can. This is your health. This is your life. And you should be thankful for what God has given you. And because of that, then you're going to do the best you can to help yourself.
Yes, ma'am. You are worthy. You are worth it. I told this to another friend and client yesterday. Your life is a gift and your health is earned, right? But your health is also a gift back to that person who gave it, that one who gave it to you, right?
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
your health, your establishing and creating optimal health is your gift back to, right, your creator. And so it's I don't know, the whether you're eating or drinking or anything else, do all things, right? For, you
Yes.
know, for that glory, and because your life is worth it. And that's, you know, that is the end of the day. That's the quote in the scriptures that I hang my hat on, whether eating or drinking or anything else, do all things, right? And I think
Exactly.
that,
That is gratitude.
yeah, that's gratitude. So being grateful for our lives, grateful enough to take care of ourselves, so important. Is critical. It's everything. And now, and so the present you got, the gift you got now is you've lost some of that weight. You're fitting into what the shirt that you wanted to wear, the dress you wanted to wear, and you got some good news from a doctor the other day.
Yes, and when he told me that I can go back to exercising, because that's one of the things that got me more depressed, was when he told me to stop all activity. He wanted me to completely slow down because of my heart, while they did all months worth of tests. And so when he gave me the green light, and that noticed my weight loss and how I've been doing, and I continued on my journey of health and wellness, another 40, 50 years, and I was good to go. And so that was great. So I was focused on that positive, that if I continue to take care of myself, then there aren't any limits to what your body can do. And, you know, as long as you give it the fuel it needs, and,
There's
you know, the nutrition that it is begging for.
There's no limits, right? There's no limits now. I can't believe it. There's no limits. And you wouldn't have been saying that just 2 short months ago. Now,
No,
back to exercising, you got the green light from cardiologist. You can go, and you don't have to have surgery. And that's fantastic.
exactly. Yes, no
Unbelievable. Here,
surgical intervention. So that's what I was afraid of, was like, no, not another procedure, not surgery.
Right.
So I'm
Yeah.
so thankful for that.
And I want to commend you and bravo, because you know what? You never gave up. So all of you out there who thinking about giving up on yourselves, just know that I will never give up on you. And if you don't give up on you, I won't give up on you. Right, Marisol? And if you have tried things before, like you did, Marisol, you had some really wonderful progress for a while. You were doing some natural herbs and things that were really
Yes.
working, and you did great with your natural products and shifted your diet and did all kinds of different things with your nutrition, but then you just got stuck, right?
Yes.
So,
And that's the thing that goes hand in hand.
yeah. So if you're out there trying and you're not getting anywhere, don't give up, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. And if you have the will, we'll find the way. And there are many people that have gone just like Marty's talking about, and we will help you to learn how to create health and not die on another diet. Because truly, I feel like dying, if I think about dieting again, it makes me want to die. So I'd much rather be on the building health and creating health journey that we're all on together. So I appreciate you coming on and sharing so vulnerably and so bravely your story, because everyone out there, I know a whole bunch of people that have the exact same story you do right now, and there's not just hundreds, but thousands of them. So your light that you're bringing today, and just your story of healing and health and hope and happiness, and I'm blessed to be able to help you to do, and you do with me, and we support each other. There's nothing better than bringing that light and health and hope to people. And so I appreciate you being here, Sharon, and I hope anyone out there whose life is touched or heart is touched and you're in that same scenario, let's just talk about where you've been, what you've done, what's not working, and take a baby step, right, Mari? Like you did, just try, Mari, to do something different and go out on a limb and be brave, and inside of fear and skepticism, do something different. Because this is not
Correct.
working. If I could help myself, I would do it. If I could have already helped myself, I would have done it, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
I was in the same boat too. So you're not alone. So thank you very much for sharing, hon. And I love you and appreciate you. I'm so grateful for you and everyone, all my friends. Grateful every single day, not just on one day of the year, but every single day. So stay safe, sane, and be well. Love y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye.